Hello, welcome to 4 Dimension Infotech YouTube channel. I hope you are enjoying the building planning and drawing series. So welcome to part 3 session. In the part 3 we are going to learn about the types of scales. So definition of scale is nothing but scale is to tool to measure the distance and transferring measurement at a fixed ratio of the length. For example, if you draw 1 by 1 box or any shape of the drawing, then the original dimensions are 1:1. This is nothing but I am not going to change any scale. But in order to present that drawing in the particular sheet like A4, A3, A2, A1 like that, so either we have to increase the size or else we have to decrease the size depending on the appearance of it. At that time we normally use the scale option. In architecture, scale means relation and proportion of different elements with each other. It makes the size and proportion of the elements like doors, windows, staircases in the residential building in relation to that of the drawing. Next one is intimate scale. This scale is relation to human or more personal scale. Next one is monumental scale. This is much larger than the human scale and it is intended to be an impressive example. Public buildings like hospitals, hotels, restaurant like that. This refers to the relative size of the part of a whole and the relation between two things of different size. Third one is criteria for proper selection of the scale. Here we indicated the different kinds of scales depending on the requirement. 1:200, 1:500 or 1:1000. This is maybe for site plan. And the 1:50 or 1:100 is for development plan, foundation plan or section plan. 1:100 for municipal drawing submission. Next 1:20 for details and general drawing. 1:10 for enlarged details. 1:5 for detailed drawings. 1:2 for detailed drawings and 1:1 that is full size, original size for the detailed drawing. So next here we have a sizes of various standard papers. The minimum paper of the size is A4. Next A3, A2, A1 and A0. The sizes are A0 or A4 is the minimum, 210 into 297. I am just giving you the hint that how you remember it. The 210 is there, you just double it, that is 420 and then normally you just keep the 297. This is the X value and this is the Y value. So depend the orientation of the paper. Next A2, 420. Keep this as the same and you double it, 594. A1. Next 841, you double this 420 and keep this same. A0, keep this same and you double 594 like that. I am just giving you the hint that how to remember. These are the standard papers and sheet, and if you guys want to set the same limit in your AutoCAD, then let's learn this. Whenever you open AutoCAD, you get a grid. If you want grid, then you can on it, or if you don't want, then simply you just go with the function key, that is F7. Like this way, it is all depending on your convenience. Either you can keep it on or off, or you use this short key to make it off or on. Next one is I have a unlimited or infinite grid with me, and my working area is in the first quadrant itself. In the first quadrant, I have an infinite grid. I have to give a limit for this. It's all depending on your area of the drawing. We are just assuming that I want A4 sheet size of the grid only. For that, I have to give a limit. I have to apply a limit in the AutoCAD. For that, we have to use a command like AutoCAD limit. LIM enter. One more option is you can go with the menu bar option. That is, click on the show menu bar, click on the format and then click on the limit option, drawing limit. So always you have to read the information what displaying on the screen. It is telling me that specify lower left corner, that is 0, 0 because I want to start the sheet exactly from the origin. Enter. Specify upper right corner. So as we already learned, the size of the A4 is 210 mm, 297. In this time you may don't know the unit. By default what unit we have in the AutoCAD. So always make sure that check the unit by pressing U and enter, and make sure you have a decimal and millimeter. And next you can give the limit, that is 0, 0, enter. 210 is the horizontal and 297 is the vertical. This is the portrait mode. If you want to set it in the landscape mode, just reverse it like 297 and 210 like that. Once you're done with this limit, so still I am getting the infinite grid with me. We have to do the extra setting for this. Type DS enter, that is drafting setting. So we have done with the snap and grid settings. That's why just click on the snap and grid option, and then you have to off this option, that is display grid beyond the limit, and OK. So next I get a grid, but it is not visible. So make sure you click on Z enter, that is zoom, and A enter for zoom all. So this is how we can on the wanted area only. So if you measure this, DI enter, use DI enter, and from here to here we have a 210, okay, and then the vertical is 297. Even you can go with the line command and then draw it, okay, 210, enter, but make sure it is on, and then 21, and then 297, 210, 297. So this is the A4. To set A3, LIM enter, 0, 0, enter, next 420, 297. So this is landscape format. Next one is go with A2, same thing, LIM enter, 0, 0, enter, 420, 594. I just take a rectangle and then I draw to identify it for better understand. Applying the color, changing the thickness. The last time I told you how to show the thickness like this. Same thing, do it for A1, that is 0, 0, enter, and 841, 594. Yes, again it is a landscape format. If you want it in portrait, then you just replace the value. Changing the thickness. Next one is A0, LIM enter, 0, 0. Next one is 841, 1189. Like this way you can set the different sizes of the pages by using the limit command in the AutoCAD.